Hello everyone, I'm Mosquito and today we're gonna play Sally Phase 1. With the announcement of Sally Phase 2, this game got a huge discount on Steam and why not play it? Everyone says that it's a good game and I wanna check it out by myself. So let's get started. The game starts with this flashback. I turned on the lights and tried to open the door. I answered the phone. I ask who it is, but nobody answers. Then I move this furniture and pick up this key. I open the door and found myself in a hallway. I go to the next door and end up in an even worse place. I went all the way to the end and realized a number on the wall. I don't know what this number means, but it will be important in the future. I opened the door next to the number and returned to the start, so it probably has a sequel. But I'm stupid, so I just try all the doors until I reach the end. Now I'm at this rainy forest. There is a group of people, but I can't interact with them, so I go to the right and find this not creepy dog. I return and now the people left and I find this open tomb. I climb it down and find myself on a cave. Then I find this door. The door requires a password but I don't have it, so I try to close it but it explodes. Now we can open the door. I find a person, then I talk to him. After my vet explodes, I go to the left and find this beautiful message right with red ink. I go to the left and find my mother, or at least his body. The game jumps to the present where I find myself in a therapy session. I talk to my not exploded dad and he tells me to explore the building and make some friends. I go to my room and find a cat and a TV. There is something behind the TV, but I don't know how to get it, so I just left. I go to my dad's room and I talk to him again. I choose the least set option and then the others. Then I left the place and I find this cop and a crime scene, but I ignore it. Go to the elevator. I choose the first floor and went up floor by floor exploring the area. The majority of the rooms are empty, but when I knocked on this one, a person really adorable answered. In the end of the hallway, I found the detective and asked about the crime scene I saw early. I knock at this other door and find Mr. Edison. He will be important in the future. At the second floor, I heard some noises coming from that door, but the room seems empty. It's really strange. Some empty doors later, I found the Charlie's room. Charlie is the personification of a Discord mod or a Persona fan. Charlie explained his figures collection and how amazing they are. Charlie is very jealous about them. He is willing to do anything to protect them. Anything. At the third floor, I went to the right and saw a person, but a wet floor sign was blocking the path, so I decided to explore the left side. Then I met up with Lisa to talk about the building and gave some details about the murder that happened on the fourth floor. Lisa told me about her son and gave us a key card to access the basement. At the fourth floor, I talked with the cop, but he didn't give much information. And finally, the fifth floor. At the first door, I had a strange encounter. After that sweet conversation, I tried to open this door, but it was locked, and there is nothing more to do. In the basement, I tried to explore all the areas, but I didn't encounter anything important. I went to Lisa's place, and I encountered a strange thing in the kitchen. After I decided to ignore what just happened, I went to Larry's room. Larry explained that he saw the murder on the fourth floor. He explained that he saw Charlie cutting the throat of Mr. Sanderson. I asked why he didn't tell the cops, and he said that he needed evidence to prove that he was telling the truth. Then I asked about Mr. Edison, and he explained that he's just a strange dude that gives cups of tea to anyone who asks. I noticed that Larry has a radio and asked about it. Then, Larry came up with the idea of making a fake call to distract the cops so we could sneak into the crime scene and get an evidence. But first, we need to go to our apartment to make sure no one noticed me. After a quick look, I realized that these paintings are the ones I saw on the flashback. The crown, the dog, and the tree. Very strange. Now in my place, I called Larry and told him to make the call. After the cops left, I went into the crime scene. I went straight into the pony figures to inspect. I noticed that a pony was missing and there was blood on them. After that, the game forced me to go to Larry, so I didn't have the chance to see the other things. I explained to Larry about the missing figure and how probably Charlie get in when he kills Mr. Sanderson. Larry explained that I need to go to Charlie's place and get the missing toy and show it to the detective, but we don't know how. After Larry told me about Mr. Edison's tea, I went to ask for 1 cup of tea. I thought I was gonna have the option to drink it, but it was just an item. I went to talk to Charlie, but no new dialogue option appears. When I was leaving, he asked me about the tea and I gave it to him and he immediately fell asleep. But when I tried to get the pony, he woke up. I get another cup of tea and gave him again, but nothing changes. I explained to Larry that Charlie's a big fan of the tea, but every time he drinks it, he fell asleep just for a few seconds. Larry told us to try to make the tea more strong somehow. After some minutes walking through the building, I find some sleeping pills on the bathroom of my apartment. I put them in the tea and gave it to Charlie. After the big Charlie fell asleep, I just took the pony. I go straight to Larry to tell him about the success of the mission and gave the evidence to the detective. After a short time skip, I went outside the building and talked to the detective. He thanked me for the help. Big Charlie was inside the police car, and in the far left I found a van. The game jumps to the present again. The therapist talks about how horrifying all these events can be to a child. He explained that after all these years, the new evidence proved that Charlie was innocent, but I'm not entirely convinced about it. He asked about my relationship with Larry. I explained that he was my best friend all over high school, but that I had lost contact with him after I graduated. After some more questions, the session ends and the game reveals that I am a prisoner now. After the end of the chapter, I noticed that I left so much content slept by, so I'll make a quick search and replay the chapter. This part of the video will be some kind of guide of this chapter. So, in the initial part of the game, you need to pick up this key. If you inspect it on your inventory, you will see the number 5. The number 3 is in the end of the hallway. The number 6 is in the tree, and the number 4 is in the wall. Put the password and open the door. You need to interact with this box, then just interact with the body to end the flashback. At the Sally's room, you must move the TV and get the Game Boy. I feel so stupid for couldn't do it in the first run. Then get the batteries. Talk with the cop, interact with the homeless guy. At the end of the hallway, you need to interact with this hole. Then you need to talk to Lisa, talk to Charlie, talk to Mr. Edson, and then the detective. In the basement, you need to go all the way to the right and pick up a Game Boy game. You can't play it yet. Go to Larry's place, go to the kitchen, see the cutscene, then talk to Larry about the radio and all the murder mystery. Go back to your house and go to Dad's room. You must get the coin on the floor next to Dad. Tell Larry to make the fake call and go to the crime scene. This time, I will try to inspect everything before inspect the piggeries. Now you need to talk to Lisa and you must choose these dialogue options. Go back to Larry and talk to him again. On the 3rd floor, you must interact with this boy. He was the person that was blocked by the wet floor sign. He talks about some strange things he saw on the 5th floor before he decided to close the bathroom door. You must give him the coin and take the bathroom key. Go to the 5th floor and open the bathroom. Talk to the ghost girl and with the boy again. Now you need to get out and come back in order to activate your Game Boy. This Game Boy game is quite complex, so I'll show the tutorial in the screen. Pause the video and follow it step by step. After the end, you can choose between the sleeping pills or the old laxative. After that, you just need to give the tea to Charlie and end the game. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and make a comment down below. Tell your opinion about this type of video. Let me know if you wanna see a video about chapter 2 and the others. Thanks for watching. Bye.